How's it going, guys? One more quick review for you this evening. I recently did a mask drop for this knife. This is the Kershaw Emerson collab CQC-6K, which the actual reference number for this guy is 6034. So this is basically, I'd say if I had to compare it, basically like a mini Horseman from Kershaw, but a little bit bigger. From Emerson, but made by Kershaw and a little bit bigger. So Emerson, many people know as a somewhat controversial but cult popular knife brand. They're known for making very no-nonsense knives with this wave feature. So the wave feature, what it does is you got it in your pocket and you want to pull it out. So you pull it out and you put a little bit of like rear, like if this is the face of my pocket, so this is the outside of my leg by my hip, you kind of put a little bit of outward pressure and it catches a seam and flips the blade out as you pull it out and it snaps free. So it's kind of like get around the automatic ban in some states automatic knife. It's great for if you're just, you know, working and you're turning a wrench or something and you need to get your knife out, you just pull it and it comes free and snaps into place. But also known for doing one-sided metal, other side G10. In most cases, I believe the Emersons are titanium. Also known for refusing to use, you know, quote-unquote fancy hardware. So usually you got Phillips and/or standard screws. Thumb disc. That's also a characteristic of his knives. So you don't need to have a reversible thumb stud because it just is on both sides. So. I really like this knife. I paid about $30 for it, and for $30, I can't for the life of me remember what kind of blade steel it is. But if I had to guess, it's probably CR13 MOV, made in China, like most Kershaws. Obviously, all of them at this price point. Blade centering's okay, you know, typical stuff. The pocket clip's nice. It's got the cool Kershaw skull logo, which is also featured on the show side of the blade. And then you get your typical Kershaw stuff on the back. So on this side it looks kind of like a cryo, just a little bit different shape. It's got the hole, it's got flow through, semi flow through construction. It's got like a big spacer back here. I carried it for quite a while pretty religiously. It's got great lockup. Everything is, I mean, absolutely solid. I mean, I just did a review of this guy, and this knife's got some solid lockup, but this one, you literally feel like you could probably use it to like pry a car up off the ground if the tire fell off or something. Like, this is just a really solid lockup, which helps because it's got that steel frame lock interface. Just absolutely massive. Got a big, deep, you know, front choil that is almost like a guard, and a thumb ramp with some not really usable jimping. It just, your hand just slides right up off of it. The ramp helps, so you don't, you know, if you're using it just regular every day to day, the ramp stops your finger, but this jimping really does nothing for you. It's mostly just aesthetic. The grip on this is pretty good compared to your Para 2 kind of standard peel ply. It's maybe a touch slightly less grippy, but equally fine. I don't know if it's actual G10 or if it's, you know, pseudo G10 or anything like that, but I mean, it's basically no functional difference. You can't really tell. It is reversible. Obviously, for the wave to work, you can't be carrying it tipped down because then this wouldn't catch. So we have to carry it tip up, but it is reversible, left hand, right hand carry. You know, the blade, the cutting surface is about 3 inches long. Let's see what it weighs. It weighs a lot because of the steel. So it weighs 5.11 ounces. That's compared to this. It weighs more than this guy, and it's quite a bit smaller. But to me, this is one of the best kind of construction worker knife guy knives because it is just absolutely beat upable. It's got this nice. Normally, Emersons have a chisel grind, so they're only ground on one side, but this one's ground on both sides. and it's got that nice stone washed grind with a brushed primary edge surface. So it gets a nice contrast two-tone. It's cheap enough you can chuck it away. It's plenty smooth. It's not like ball bearing smooth, but it's, you know, the detent's strong, and it's perfectly comfortable to open and close. Lockup's nice. It's got a nice tone, and it's very, very comfortable. To me, this is more comfortable than the Para 2 because it's just got a little bit more thickness to it, so it grips in the hand much nicer. So, and at this price, if you break it, you just throw it away and get a new one. So, to me, I'd give this blade, it's a nice clip point with a false wedge. So, Emersons are designed to be fighting knives originally. I don't necessarily know that the Kershaw by Emerson line, or Emerson by Kershaw line is also designed with that in mind. But so all of them have a comfortable reverse grip with this nice downward swoop, and all of them are designed with this protruding knob on the blade here, so you can hold it like this or like this and use it as an impact tool if you need to. Supposedly that's a design feature. I don't know if that is or just marketing, but yeah, so ergos, I'd give it a 10 out of 10 for this price point. Blade, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It'd be nice to see some VG10 or AUS8 or 420HC or something, but I don't have anything wrong with, you know, the 4CR13 or 8CR13 line, 8CR13 line of steels, but I don't know, it's just nice to always see something with a little bit more heritage or whatever you want to call it. But for a $30 knife, totally functional. This is probably my go-to recommended knife for someone that wants kind of a modern tactical looking knife that's super bulletproof and good quality, but they don't want an assist. I'm not a big assisted guy, so and you get this wave feature, and you can, if you want to use it, great. If you just put a little backward pressure and pull, and it comes free and opens for you. If you don't want to use it, you just pull it up normally and it comes out no problem. So pocket clip, you get probably about this much showing, so you definitely know you got a knife in your pocket. But honestly, from this perspective, it almost looks like I've got a box cutter in my pocket. But yeah, so you see about this much, and it just gives you enough to pull on, and to me that's fine. I'm not a big, super deep, ultra deep carry person, but if you are, this is not the knife for you. They designed it to be able to get out in a hurry and get a good positive grip on it and pull it out. I haven't tried taking this knife apart, but I'd imagine it probably would be relatively straightforward. I don't know if the hardware will strip out or not, but at $30 I probably will just use it till it breaks and throw it away and get a new one. Not that I expect it to break, but till something goes wrong with it, I'll throw it in the junk drawer and go buy a new one and fix it later. So yeah, it's a great knife. I'd super highly recommend it. Probably, to me, this at the $30 price point is what this is at the $150 price point, whatever it's going for now. Just a really accessible, awesome introduction to just high-end, not high-end, but I mean, honestly, to most people, $30 is a high-end knife. Most people aren't going to pay more than, they might have a $20 Victorinox, or but most people I know, at least around here, carry either a Leatherman, which is expensive, but it's not really a knife proper, or whatever is available at Walmart for cheap, pretty much. So if you're trying to get into knives and you want to get something that's different, and you like Emerson, but you don't quite like Emerson enough to pay the prices that he commands, and the wait time, and or the chisel grind, there's a lot of weird eccentricities to his knives, but you like the design, this is just a win-win. Kershaw keeps putting out these collab designs that are just really nice, the cryo and stuff like that I really like, and I'd recommend to anyone. So definitely check this knife out. At this price, just order it, and if you don't like it, return it to Amazon. So yeah, have a great night. See you in the comments. Bye.